To the Senate Commerce Committee, we have two bills to work today. We heard both of these on Thursday, February 15th. And the first bill we're going to work is SB 467. This is increasing the membership on the Council of Travel and Tourism. And we'll just have a quick review by our reviser, Charles Reimer.
Thank you, Madam Chair, members of the committee. As the committee will recall, SB 467 increases the membership on the Department of Commerce's Council on Travel and Tourism from 17 voting members to 20 voting members. The new members are the representatives from the National Independent Venue Association, Kansas Museums Association, and Kansas Sampler Foundation. And then the bill also makes some changes to the department's matching grant program, as we discussed at the hearing. That's what the bill does.
Questions for the reviser? Seeing none, what is the will of the committee? Senator Dietrich.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'll move that the committee pass out Senate Bill 467 favorably.
We have a motion. Do we have a second by Senator Ware? Discussion on the motion. Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. Motion passes. The next bill we have, committee, is House Bill 2545, and this is providing for the sale of property not retrieved by an occupant. We'll have a quick review by our reviser, Charles Reimer.
Thank you, Madam Chair, members of the committee. This committee will recall House Bill 2545 amends the Self-Service Storage Act. Three things basically: permit the sale by an operator without liability to any party of personal property not retrieved by an occupant after a notice. Permit disposal of property without commercial value that's not retrieved by an occupant after notice, and allow electronic signatures and electronic delivery for rental agreements. And one more thing, I guess there are four. Provide for the effectiveness of rental agreements under certain circumstances where the agreements aren't signed or delivered, but the owner-occupant's actions indicate the rental is to begin or continue.
Thank you very much. Questions for the reviser? Seeing none, what is the will of the committee? Senator Peck.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. During the hearing, the committee may recall that I had asked a question about electronic notifications. The answer I received was that it's in the bill. I didn't see it clearly, so I asked for an amendment to be drafted, and our reviser has that. If he could distribute that. The intent of the, well, I'll wait till it's distributed, Madam Chairman, then I'll elaborate a little bit.
Okay, Senator Peck, if you'd like to explain your amendment.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. The intent of the amendment is strictly to make certain that it is written into the bill that the occupant, in other words, the person who has property within a storage unit, has agreed to receive electronic notifications. Individuals such as myself that don't do well with electronic notifications may not receive the notification, but if they have said, yes, I'm good with electronic notifications, then the storage units can send notifications by electronic. Otherwise, it would be via mail, snail mail, to the last known address. And so that is what this amendment is designed to do, is again, just make certain that the person has said, yep, I'm good with electronic notifications. And so do you want me to make a motion?
Would you make a, yes, would you like to move your amendment?
I will make a motion that we amend House Bill 2545 with the distributed balloon amendment.
Do we have a second? Seconded by Senator Ware. Discussion or questions on the amendment? Senator Dietrich.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Could I ask if the Self-Storage Association has, do they accept this amendment? Does it add anything substantial substantially different to what they've proposed here in the bill. Is that possible? May I do that?
Senator Peck, do you have a response? Or we can ask, I believe that Mr. Dameron is in the audience, if he would care to answer that question.
Thank you, Madam Chair, members of the committee, Whitney Dameron, Self-Storage Association. I don't necessarily know that I would object to the amendment, but I believe this is what is covered in the contract. So when you go in and rent a self-storage facility, your communication channels or protocols, so to speak, I mean, that is what you agree to under the contract. So I don't know that it's necessary in statute to have that spelled out. But that is where that occurs, as well as other notifications that take place and the communication that happens between a renter and facility owner.
Thank you. Does that answer your question, Senator Dietrich?
I think so. It doesn't substantially change any process. It's just adding language to statute that may still be in the contract.
Yeah, so I don't think it does harm to the bill. I think it's handled in contracts that people enter into with self-storage, but again, I don't think it does harm.
We'll never see this bill again, right?
I promise you I won't be back next year. How about-
Never
I'll
say
draw the
never.
line
I've
for
learned that.
25.
Never say never.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for the response. Committee, any other questions or comments on the amendment? Seeing none, all those in favor of the amendment, say aye. Opposed, no. The amendment passes. Are there any other amendments or Senator Tyson?
Thank you, Madam Chairman. I just have a quick question. I don't know if the department can answer it or not, but I'm curious. The fiscal note's $162. How did they arrive at that number?
Mr. Dameron? Careful, we may take you up on that if times get tough. So apparently. Okay, any other questions? Seeing none, all of those in passing the bill as amended, say aye. Oh, I'm sorry, motion. Senator Dietrich makes the motion. Do we have a second?
Thank you.
Seconded by Senator Reddy. Now let's vote. All of those in favor of passing HB 2545 as amended, say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. And that passes. Committee, that concludes our work for today. I believe we are on the floor all day tomorrow and the rest of the week. So thank you for your work. Thank you to staff, and we are adjourned.